Hey guys, I am back. I'm sorry that I took so long, but I am back and I have a lot of videos planned for the next few weeks, so I hope you're excited as much as I am. Today I wanted to do a drugstore look for you guys because I know that not everybody can go out and afford $40 palettes or $20 liquid lipsticks. Yeah, that's the regular price, and I want to have a heart attack every time I buy one. But, you know, I love them, so I have to, I guess. Well, I don't have to, but I want to. So, I hope you guys enjoy this look, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's get started. Bye, guys. So, to prime our eyes, we're just going to add a little bit on each eyelid. And then we're gonna buff it out with the Real Technique Deluxe Crease Brush. Alright, now we have to set that, and I am gonna go in with the, sorry guys, you can see my window. I'm just like a mess right now. Just ignore it. But I'm going to use the ABH Cosmetics Neutral Eye 28 color eyeshadow palette. First, I'm going to pick up a just flat shade. Let's see what I want to use. This shade right here, just to set the concealer. That way it doesn't move. And I'm going to use a Wet n Wild brush. I think this is like the small eyeshadow brush. Alright, now that we have our concealer set, we are going to go, I'm going to pick up this, let's see, orange shade right here from the palette with just a blending brush from Wet n Wild. You guys, these brushes are 99 cents at Walgreens, so I recommend that you go and pick them up because they're really good and soft. So, with this, we are going to just put this in the crease, windshield wiper motions. Now, with that same brush, we are going to go in and pick up more of a warmer shade, and it's going to be this one right here. And we're going to put that in the exact same spot. Now, with a Morphe M433 brush, now we're going to go in and define the crease a little bit more, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here in the palette and focus that more in the crease. I'm not going to bring it up so high. Alright, so now that we've defined the crease more, we're going to add a darker color in the outer corner, and we're going to use the same M433 brush, and we're going to pick up this shade right here. It's above the black. And now for when I was defining the crease, I used the tip of the brush, so I dipped in the palette like this. Now that I'm going to focus on the outer edge, I'm going to use the side of the brush. So I'm going to dip in like this. So we're going to pick that up, and I like to go down. Just kind of place it, and we will buff it out, just don't worry. And then when I have less, I'll start working it into the crease, but not all the way in. Now we're going to go back in with that fluffy brush and just buff it out and go back and forth until you like how the outer corner turned out. Alright, now you have that kind of smoked out effect. We are going to go with the inner corner color, and I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And I'm not going to totally cut the crease, but I kind of am. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm going to pull down my eyelid and raise my eyebrow and just focus that right in the inner corner. And I'm not going to go above the crease. I'm just going to make a straight line. Now that we got the inner corner done, we're going to go in back with that brush with no extra product and just go in the inner corner, buff it out, that way there's no harsh lines, buff out the outer, just kind of clean it up. This is like the cleaning up process to make everything look all put together. Okay. Now we are going to do a wing, of course, but you can totally skip the step, put some mascaras on, false lashes, and be done, but I felt like doing a wing today. So we are going to go in with my lifesaver, which is the Scotch Tape. Break off, you know the deal, put it on your hand, rip it off so it doesn't rip off your skin. And then line it up to how angled you want your wing to be. And then kind of match the angle with the other side. We're going to go in with the NYX liquid liner. This isn't the matte one. I am going to get the matte one the next time. I didn't know, but it's whatever. It's liner. Then once I have this part done, I just rip off the tape because I don't need it anymore, and then it's kind of hard. Alright, so to clean up your wings, we're going to go back in with the Maybelline concealer in the shade Light. And just a small brush like this. We're going to just pick up the product right off the applicator. Just like that, and you just cleaned up your eyeliner. We're going to go in with mascara, and of course the mascara today is going to be the Colossal Express from Maybelline, and then just coat your lashes. Alright, for lashes today, we are going to use the Ardell Wispy in 106. These are really pretty on, you guys. It's just super flattering to the eyes. They're cheap. They're like $4. And you can reuse them. So, And I'm going to use the Duo Brush On Adhesive. And I'll be right back. Alright, sorry guys, we did have to switch to a voiceover because I had so much stuff going on in the background that it was just too loud, so it was just for the best. For primer today, we're going to start out with the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I love this primer. It just gives you this natural glowy look without having it be so oily as the day goes. Now we're going to go in with the Milani Eyeshadow Primer. I put this on my smile lines and my nose and buff it out really good just to help with the creasing and to keep my foundation from removing off of my nose. For foundation, we're going to use two today, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in Porcelain, and Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Plus Smooth in 115 Ivory. I am self-tanned right now, so I have to mix these two, but since it is a matte and dewy, I feel like it just comes out to this flawless finish, not too oily at the end of the day, but not so dry that you feel like you need some hydration in your life. So I'm going to dot that all over my face, then buff it out with a beauty blender. For the concealer, we're going to do the same Maybelline Fit Me concealer in light. And I'm sorry guys, but this concealer was so dark that I had to mix in my Tarte Shape Tape. But I did delete that clip, and you don't need the Tarte Shape Tape. I just had to use it because this concealer was way too dark for me. Okay, so to set the foundation, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce Leche, I believe. And I'm just going to pick up that lighter powder with my beauty blender just to set the entire face. And then I will use this palette again to contour. For blush, I'm going to use the Milani Powder Blush in Romantic Rose. This is my favorite drugstore blush. I pretty much use it every day. It's my go-to. So before I put on powder highlight, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild makeup stick. And the shade is When the Nude Strikes. And I'm just going to pick that up with my finger and pat it on my cheekbones where I want the highlight to make it more intense. Now to top that off, we're going to use the Revolution Strobe Highlighter in Everglow Lights. Now, this highlighter is alright. I feel like it doesn't have any sparkles in it. It's kind of like a white, but it is very pretty, especially for people with lighter skin tones like myself. Going back into that palette, we're going to pick up the darkest shade that we applied to our eyelids and put that close to our eyelash line, and then we'll buff it out with the lightest shade that we used in the beginning. For lipstick today, we're going to use the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade Adorable. I know I showed a lip gloss with it, but I decided to just keep it matte. And you guys, this is my favorite drugstore liquid lipstick. It does not dry out your lips. It's super creamy. I never have to touch it up because it stays all day. And it's like the perfect nude for any look. So I highly recommend if you guys get this. For the finished look, we're going to use the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. You guys, if you do not shake this before using it, it will be pure oil when you spray it on your face, so just be careful. And that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye, guys!